Hello everyone, it is Anthony Gamer here, and today you are going to watch me playing Granny 5, Time to Wake Up. When was the last time that we played Granny 5? Is that about 2 years ago on September, and I would like this little sense of me that says maybe I should revisit Granny 5 after that we played Granny 4, or maybe at the time where I haven't even tried Granny 4 Rebellion on the PC. So after me watching of me playing back Granny 5 makes me want to come back to this game again and try to beat the game. And I finally did it without the recording. But I did have the archive, which I might going to serve it at the end of the video, which me try to solve some of these scenes like the game over number 1 and number 2. I did not serve the third death ending because I think I already served it on the other video, which the first time that I played the game 2 years ago, which you guys can check it out by the poll video that I'm gonna serve it right now. As for the finales, which I'm gonna serve it as the archive at the end of like my reactions throughout these 2 different finales, which Grandpa was the taxi driver and also Granny is the taxi driver. Now how can you get these different endings? Basically you'll need to eliminate Grandpa if you want to get the Granny ending. If you want to get the Grandpa ending, you don't do anything to them. But if you want to get to this third finale, which is quite a mystery, we're gonna solve that out today. So without further ado, we're gonna try out this game, which as you guys can see in the main screen is already different than the one that we played, which Granny was on like a cave, but this time she's in front of her house, or a manor, or a hospital. I mean, a hotel, not a hospital. But yeah, as you can see, we go to shop and we got to see 2 different things that we can purchase, such as the custom chase for your desire. If you want a proper chase thing that you like, then you can just insert it. And also a unlimited bucket. I like to call it that. I mean, I would like to call it that way because you can pretty much put almost everything inside of the bucket, and there won't be any limits. Which I have already purchased it, and yeah, it costs just a little few. If you play on the higher difficulty, which it gains you more coins. The more difficult it gets, the more coins you will get. Alright, we're gonna start off with Act 1 because Act 2 you can't play on this checkpoint because they haven't updated the game, which allows you to go straight to Act 2. So you need to wait for the update. But it doesn't mean that we cannot play the second act. The Act 2 is still in the game. It's just that we can't play through that checkpoint. So we have to start off with Act 1 if you want to go and check the second act. Try to escape from the dream. Maybe this time you will succeed. Solve puzzles, explore locations, collect books in Slendrina's cellar. Once we enter to this game, you can choose difficulty, which I want to play on hard mode for this attempt. And for the next attempt, I'm going to show you how to beat impossible mode without having Granny to chase you all around. And it's kind of like a cheat way. So yeah, very recommended if you want to get coins very easily. And I would like to show the intro first because I think we need to know what's the background story of this game before we start to play the game. And yeah, because we're gonna be unlocking the finale number 3, we need to do some stuff that requires in order to get that ending to be gained. Okay, in the skins part is still the original Granny. We still cannot get her to customize her outfits. I remember before she used to had the Christmas hat, but I think that was on like a very older version when the game came out on 2022. I only knew the game because one of you recommended me before, and that was 2023, so I was kind of late at that time. Okay, visual effects, which I'm gonna try to turn on visual effects and bloom because to make things better. I'm not gonna turn on motion blur because that would just makes my head hurt. It also gonna makes me throw up at some point because mostly every time when I play these new games for the very first time or for a long time, it makes me puke. But when you play it a lot of times, I can get over it because I know how to do it. Alright, now we're gonna start the game and here are the tips. If you drop something on the floor, Granny will come. If you see Slendrina, look away as soon as possible. If you are stuck in a bear trap, press the button in the center of the screen several times. So instead of you holding the bear trap, you can just click several times. Repeatedly, maybe. Yeah. You can hide under beds and in wardrobes. Also, you can hide under the tables. And you have 5 days to escape. Now here are some warnings before you play the game. And this is specifically for YouTubers. So for you who just come here and play the game, it won't really affect you. But for me, it is kind of. So yeah. All music and songs in the game are copyright free, which they have written by the creators, which means everything's here are fine. It is not taken from, you could say, a copyrighted, protected musics. So you don't need to worry about fearing of YouTube blocking your video. I'm glad because so far my algorithm hasn't, interfering with that kind of problems, which I'm grateful. Here's the second warning. The game contains screen flashes and blinks. It may cause discomfort and trigger seizures for people with photosensitive epilepsy. Alright, so I will try to warn you all that if there is like that kind of situation, I'll try to warn it as fast as I can before I forget. It's also cool that they add that warning before you play the game. It's kind of like the other games that we played before, like Ice the Horror game. And just to tell you that there is some visual that some people needs to be cautioned about. Alright, if you want to download this, I'll leave in the description. It's completely free in Google Play Store, so you can just download it in there.
You see,
now we're gonna start off with Act 1. Where is my mind? Right here we are being as the original characters Alexander talking to Alicia. If you connect it with Slendrina 2D, it will make total sense. But instead, there's a little twist here. Instead of him trapped in his own nightmare, how he mentioned, we actually been used as a experiment. And that's a huge spoiler because we haven't even gone to the end part of the game. But it's kind of like that idea where he has been used as an experiment.
Can't even imagine what kind of nightmare I would get into this like this time.
Oh, it's gonna be just like the one that you just went through a long time ago. You'll meet some creepy woman with white dress with long mouth, and also old lady in a white dress that looks very creepy and very old. And yeah, it's kind of like that event. As you can see, this is the original room that we always spawned, but when we pick the room key and go out, it is completely different. And we also have this wrench, which throughout this day, after I played the game in this new update, I have no idea what it's for, and it's probably for the future updates. So this wrench might be used at the future updates. Okay, this door requires green key. So sometimes these door requires something that is very different. So it's not gonna be like always this door that needs green key. It would be randomized. Isn't that right, Slendrina's mother? If so, then you will agree to me. Then I will have you to be put into the third part. I'm gonna be playing multiple parts of this Granny 5. Alright. Yes, so much things that has been changed ever since that I have left the game for 2 years. Halloween themes, which has been served for a month, and they still have it in this November. And we also have this area once again. Before, this area wasn't even exist until this moment. Okay, maybe I can go to this area and try to look what things that we can search. Oh, we found something. We found something, everyone. It is the red key. Red key will be used on some place. I don't know what it is, but I'm gonna try to figure that out later. So right now we're on the third floor. We're gonna go to the second floor. This is what the red key's for. If you see this indicates, you just need to remember what those keys are. If it's door that needs like a yellow and purple, kind of like that one before, you'll need red key. But sometimes it wasn't always like that. You just need to see the indicates. Right, we found a screwdriver. And remember when I mentioned about the unlimited bucket? This is it. And here's the tip. One of the uses of the bucket in the game is to drag objects inside of it. I really like this little feature that they added in the game. Because some people are so mad about this person that we're playing always ended up picking items only with a hand. But now we have this. When holding another item in your hand, you can place it in the bucket by interacting with the top of the bucket. When you have no items in your hand, you can interact with the top of the bucket to open your inventory. And it is very, very useful for us. So yeah. So I recommend you to use this bucket. You guys can see there is a hint here, like these books that resembles as the clock. Which means that we need to go to that one room, which I'm gonna go right now. Someone has been to this area, and I heard like a sound chase thing, and it wasn't like before, so I'm kind of upset. Okay, let's see what we got in here. A fan. Okay, so as you can see, we finally interfered with a clock. And remember what the pattern is. You just need to see and understand that form of a number. So if I could remember, the hour hand goes for 8, and then the minute hand will go to 20 maybe. It is 20 because they have X for about 2 times. Alright, after that you found yourself the restaurant key, and it leads us to this area, and it opens up to the restaurant area because apparently we're not living into a normal place. It's a little bit hard to explain here, everyone. Okay, I'd like to free up some items that I don't need in my inventory, like the restaurant key. We don't need it anymore because we already used it for once, and that's it. Okay, I have a feeling that Granny is now on the other side. So now we have the chance to check this brand new area. Brand new to me, not to those who have played the game for a long time already. Because I don't remember any of these back in 2 years ago. Uh-oh. I made a noise. Will she come to this direction? Of course not. She will take it to the other way. And what we have here? A white key. Nice. Put it in the bucket so that we can just bring it with us. And now we're back at this area. We are back at this area. How good is that? Okay, is Granny's gonna come up or what? No? No? Okay. I'm gonna use the elevator. And I haven't found what seems to be the weapon key. And I need to find it as fast as I can. Oh, I didn't even notice Granny were here. Hello, Granny, with your new chase theme. I still prefer the Granny 1.7.9.3 chase theme. I really appreciate for that one developer that still has the honor to keep the chase theme for Granny 4. They haven't changed it since. Granny, could you give me a moment, please? I really need to go to this area right now. Oh, you know what? You're giving some time to go and explore to the other area, so okay then. Grandpa's room. I don't want to go there yet. Okay, Granny, Granny, I know you want to come up because I made some noises upstairs. Why is she still stuck into this floor? Granny, come up right now. Right now. What are you... Okay, making those noises. She doesn't even hear. This is bad. She could have been glitched or something. Or maybe that's her trick to make me being tricked. Found a cable, not really giving us a good chance. Because she's still downstairs. Maybe I'll just go to this direction. If she's guarding downstairs, then I'm gonna choose the alternative way. Can't trick me anymore, Granny. This is where I need to go. The weapon. I heard something. Whoa! I have no idea where she came from, and I think she was from that one room that requires the weapon box or the phone call area. Yeah, we haven't found the phone number. We need to find that soon. I think they also updated the animation for the day 1, day 2 sequence. And that was a very nice touch. Compared to the version that I played last time, it was very plain at that time. But yeah, Granny, you won't be escaping this for very long. Because I found out where your weapon key is. Ha! You can defeat me once, but not for the second time. Why am I in the second floor? This is not what I meant. Alright. First of all, let me just grab this cable. This is very useful. I'm gonna have to use it later, so I'm gonna go here and put it in here. And also I'm gonna pick up my bucket back. And then I'm gonna put it in front of the what is this? The weapon box. And we have the green key. Put it in there. Swimming pool key. Put it in there. And now we're gonna pick up the shotgun and ready to shoot Granny if in any cause. Alright, let me just break the window for a little moment and grab the fire trap. Granny, Grandpa, and Slendrina's mother have heard a lot about the fire traps. If you place it on an open area, they may bypass it. So try to place it on a very tight space. Tight space. Alright, I understand. Because they can easily avoid it. Look at that, we found a code. 384741. 384741. 384741. 384741. You hear that, Granny? 384741. It is 384741. It's like a pattern that you don't even realize it. Okay, I ordered a pizza. Maybe we can eat it later. Maybe we can share one, Granny. Would you like to share pizza with me? Or do you like it for your own? If so, then go ahead. I'm on a diet anyway. Where are you? Are you on this floor again? Don't tell me. Sometimes she could just be stuck at one position. Okay, this is what the swimming pool key is for. It's for this area. And I need to go back to this area and open that one room. We go to this way and we cannot go there yet because we need a ventilation key. Something's missing. Do I have it? Oh, I don't have it. Oh, doesn't matter. We're gonna find it later. But first we're gonna use the screwdriver for this advantage. Need a special lever, which I have it in my bucket. Special bucket. Do not work because it doesn't work. Not yet. Somebody pressed the doorbell. Who could that be? I'm gonna find out later. But first, let's release all these cables. We're still missing one, which I would assume that it's in Grandpa's room. But I don't recommend you to shoot at him. Because once you shoot him, well, he's not gonna be sleeping on the bed all the time anymore. He realized that somebody has invaded this hotel. And that's why we need to stay awake from that mind. Alright, seems like somebody is going to save us. Who is it? It's Alicia.
Oh, hi. Didn't expect to see you here.
Alicia, I seen you in my dreams, so you need to remember these patterns.
I need to give you
It always goes with 1 and 2. So you have to press, please help me get out of this nightmare.
Well, I don't think it's such a nightmare. Anyway.
Well, for this guy, it is.
Pizza. But I brought you something that will help you escape from here.
Alright. Now before, I used to think that the piece of the painting is for nothing. And I thought it's for the one room which has the baby. You know, the thing that baby always stays on. But it wasn't for that case. It was actually for the end of the game. Almost the end of the game. But yeah, now that I know, we can sort this out very quickly. But it still takes lots of time. And I need to know where Granny's position. She might be upstairs. Oh, waiting in the bathroom, huh? Well, go ahead. Wait in the bathroom. Take this. Be stuck forever. I have stole your credit card. Not really, it's just her access card to go to another area. Don't worry, her money won't be lost. Not yet. Okay, whoa, what was that? That was strange. But I'm gonna insert it here first. And to the laundry area. I'm gonna first go to the laundry area. I think there's some things that I have missed. Is there anything there? Nothing. Okay. We found another key. The blue key. What does this need? Dirty green key. We don't have it. How do I know this is called dirty green key? Is because it shows you the leaf. The leaf indicates as the dirty green key. And this is the cable. Not even in Grandpa's room. Just open that maybe? Yeah, very nice. Oh, look at what we have here. A crank. That's awesome. We found the crank, everyone. I don't even expect it to be there though, but we found it anyway. Very nice. Very good Russian music. Awesome. You have a very good taste of music. I enjoy that. Alright, anyway, we're gonna go all the way downstairs and put this last cable. What it is for is for draining the water. Okay. Now you might haven't seen the water yet, but soon you'll be able to see it. Okay, I need to release one more stone out of the carpet so that I can save up some time. Let's release this canvas. And we have finally released it. And now the disgusting water is gone. It has been drained because of what we did. Now this is the thing that we need to do. I used to think that the pieces of the painting are not important until they're pretty much all important. Okay, now the screwdriver is expendable, but don't underestimate it. Now I would like to check what's up behind of that one room that we have just insert the card. This area, the lounge area. It has this, such as the hex wrench. This is very useful for the second act, actually. And while we're here, we can check each of these rooms. and found ourselves a crowbar. So I think I can say that the toilet brush that we need to use, oh, found a green wheel, that we need to use for these toilets is in Grandpa's room. Because that's the first thing that we need to do to cut off the alarm system whenever we need to go inside of Grandpa's room. Alright, let's insert our last place for the ID card. Now we don't need it anymore. But Granny's come chasing us! And now you can choose the fire trap on this little section. And it will definitely demolish Granny out of her existence. And that's how you use it. Just like they say, tight spaces. Okay, remember that we have already inserted a crank, which able to let the fire out of the stove? Well, now we did. You can use this crowbar to go to this other section. And maybe we can find more stuffs. Let's release this and we can have a better shortcut. It says push me. Literally, you have to push it. And you have to use the chain cutter that we just got and cut the wire. Now Grandpa's camera will not work. I'm glad that they add that little description. Because before, I don't think they used to have that description. Right, now let's see what we have here. I'm not going to go there yet until we got all the pieces of the painting, which has 4 of them. So yeah. I don't have the ability to go to the laundry room because I don't have the key. So I'm going to drop the crowbar here and try to go to Grandpa's room. Alright. But the thing is that Granny's already awakened, so I might have to be so careful about this. Found the toilet brush. Okay, found the last piece. Very nice. Thank you, Grandpa. Anything else? Other than the toilet brush? Alright. I made a noise. I know I made a noise. I know. I'm gonna leave now. Don't worry. Everything will be fine. Yeah, everything's all fine. Okay, back to the lounge. Because apparently we need to use this toilet brush for its advantage. To use it on one of these toilets.
Oh my god, what is this?
Let's see what we have. Nothing in the
Don't
toilet.
worry, in this dream, toilet brushes can talk.
Oh really? Does that mean every item that I have gotten can talk? We found a magnetic gun. We found a magnetic key out from Slendrina's body. The world. What in the world Slendrina's doing from the toilet? That's just nonsense. Alright then. I think our job is officially done because we already gotten all of the pieces of the painting. But there's other thing that I wanted to do before we go there. Because we already opened this area, we can use this magnetic key to open one of these drawers that has the book. The book is called Slendrina's Diary, which allows you to get another item for you to escape from this misery. Nightmare, specifically. Okay, it is in here, so I'm gonna check again. One of these drawers might be locked because we need the magnetic key. Apparently it would be the last one. Room 30. Apparently it has been taken to the last room. Alright then. Granny, I am downstairs. Don't you care about my existence? Don't you forget that I'm still in this hotel? Of course you will forget. Because I'm like a ghost to her. Alright, let's go back to all the way upstairs. I'm thinking of a better strategy to play the game a little faster. But then again, I think this is already the fastest way that we can do. If we haven't get caught by Granny, this might be taken way faster. Alright, once we put the Slendrina's diary on this little thing, the baby place, we can now have the VHS tape, virtual reality hypnosis cassette. So apparently we have been played by our own friend, maybe, because we've been used as an experiment, pretty much. So yeah, let's get out from here and let's go to the 3rd floor. Hopefully she wouldn't be in this little area. Okay, I'm glad so. Okay, let's go to this area and go to the bathroom. Let's see what we have. Ooh. What is that sound? If I turn my back. Boom! Granny's come to kiss you. Now you notice these things? There are like lightnings. There's also like a place that you can hide, which is also nice. But these are the codes to go to that one place that you'll see on the very top. Right here we got lightning bolt. Let's just say that's a window and a snorkel. So we have to remember that pattern, everyone. Once you got all of the pieces of the painting, you'll need to solve that code, which I don't think those are really there before, but now they have it here. So we have it. We have this one correct. We have this one also here. Maybe this one should be snorkel, but that's not the order. We need to make it exactly to the order. Maybe from left to right. So let's see if that's correct. Okay, the bottom might be snorkel, but it is not. So we need to kind of figure out what's the pattern here. So maybe on the top it would be the window, and this one would be the lightning bolt, and this one would be the snorkel. It is not, so I think the snorkel would go for the first place. Okay, there you go. We have finished it. Yay. Right here you can open a mystical machine and you have the book. And this is where you'll need to have all of the pieces of the painting. What do I only have? Oh, okay, I do have 4. Sorry. I almost did not notice the other one. But yeah, those paintings, surely they'll need to be assembled on this book. And they'll give you something special. Finally, I can get this far. Before, I cannot. I don't even know that this place existed at the first place. The time when I get to this area, I didn't even notice the ceiling has another secret area. And that was so strange. Now that we know, we know. Okay, I'm gonna use the elevators so that I won't be chased by Granny. So yeah, hopefully she's around this area. Okay, she's not. Good. So I'm gonna pick up my ventilation key. I'll just leave the bucket there. Use it on here. And this is where the part where we have to experience Slendrina's cellar. But we got this little sequence. Probably a place that we have gone before. Inside of market. Ooh. This wasn't really here before, but yeah. Until this update, I guess. Everything's gone downhill. Where shall we go? I think we have been transferred to the cellar. Out of the assistance. Alright, now we're at the cellar and we found Slendrina. Now some of these doors are locked. That's because we cannot go there yet. But I'm gonna do this a little bit of a speed run so it wouldn't be so long for me to finish the game. So first of all, let's see if this room has nothing. So I'm gonna go to this area and that cabinet has nothing as well. But in this part of the house or the cellar, it has 2 books. Very nice. Okay, this also has nothing. Slendrina. keep in mind, in impossible mode, Slendrina would always be bothering you, so you have to be mindful of that. Alright, the third book. Very nice. Now, we need to go to some of these specific areas in order. So firstly, you have to go to this area, which has Granny in it. Granny is the first one that you will need to investigate. Also, not to mention that we need to find secret pieces too. And these secret pieces are the ones for the door in the main entrance that I didn't even get a chance to let you guys know. And this is the second one. Angeline's room. This is where she take care of Slendrina when she was a baby. And now she disappeared because that was just all her memories. You see Slendrina's mother, and that's her mother. Alright, now we need to go to this area and we need to check the next room, which is Slendrina's room, when she now turns to a mother. She screams so hard that even the child gone missing. No, my child! And she's finally returned. We have gotten 4 books. Now only one more piece for the secret pieces. Now where it should be? Well, it is very close to our place that we have just gone through. This is where we came from, and this is where we need to go. Right here. This is where the main game entrance when you play the older version, the cave area. Where she dropped the teddy bear very dramatically, as if she lost something. And this is where we can get the last piece, which I don't know how you're able to get it without even climbing yourself down into that cliff. All lore pieces collected. Now we have to go to the entrance. Alright, let's go. Let's go and get out from this nightmare. We'll leave this bucket here because there is still another act that we need to go. Whoa, Slendrina, what do you do? Wow. What did you do to this hotel? Why is it like this? Where am I even going? Whoa. It's gone missing apparently. And now it has released to another area. We need to go. Where is this now? I know this is the second floor, but why is it like this? Ah, here's another exit. Leave me out of this. I need to leave. Okay, back at this square, which I need to put the pieces of the lore into the mysterious lock. And this is where it originally ended, because before you don't get yourself to see the second act. That was like very old. It wasn't even that version that I played actually, because it was very old. Alright, what we have? The end of the cliff. How is that possible? Guess we're still stuck into this nightmare. Yeah, the hotel is very big. It's very huge. But then we got Granny! And she dragged you down into the cliff. And we have finally woken up. Maybe. Maybe. Who knows? Maybe this is still a dream. Alright, what do we have? We go out. And now we're experiencing the second act. Time to wake up! It is time to wake up, but don't go to sleep yet. Let's explore some of these areas. These psych wards, they're haunting me. I think before in the older version, when they have this little cutscene where this character peeks through this little door hole, and at the end there was Granny. We got a little note from Alicia for Alexander. Inside, we found a floating mystic key. Now this is what we need for that one room which has the blue door. I think it was a reference to Slendrina S. Okay, back at this area because we have woken up and then dragged into this nightmare again. We back at the nightmare once again. But yeah, still no epilepsy warning yet, so don't worry about it, everyone. I'll try to warn it. So this mystic key goes for very, very below of the ground. So let's do this. Yeah, I think this is really gonna takes me about an hour to beat. Right now it's already 40 minutes. Oh, do not close on my face. You think you have the authority to be able to do that, huh? Alright. Here is what we need to go. The secret door. Alright, and I'm gonna put it inside of the bucket so that it won't make any kind of distraction noises. Even though I'm gonna do it later. And yeah, here's a note. A hypno machine is a powerful two-way portal to the past and the future, to dream and reality. Even fictional dream characters can use it to penetrate into the reality, as well as people from the future who did not exist in the segment of the past. We strongly advise you to close access to the machine to extraneous entities, otherwise there will be irreversible consequences. Yeah, I do watch some time machines film recently, and it is true. It can cause so many consequences. I'm not sure what this room really talks about. Like, I don't know what's the meaning of it. But yeah, we found that room anyway. And here we need a blue key. Do we have it? Yes, we have it. Okay, I'm gonna drop that there. Maybe. I think I'm gonna get caught, but it's alright. It's alright. Okay, now we're at the room that we haven't even explored at that time we played the game for the first time for 2 years. We found a thick cable. This can be used for the time machine that they talk about in that note. Yes, time machine exists in this game. We also found the tape, which I used to think that there were no tape other than that VHS tape. But now we have it. And we have to go back upstairs. Granny! Granny! Where? Ooh, okay, there she is. She's gonna come all the way downstairs. Oh, she is. Not today, woman. Not today. Where do you think you're gonna go? This way? Oh, I don't think so. I'm gonna leave now. Oh yeah. I'm not gonna try to eliminate Granny yet. There's still some things that I want to do. In order to get this third finale, you need to do this one little condition. It's almost like you want to get the second finale, actually. Right. Now we have finally gotten the dirty green key to be able to unlock the laundry area, which I'm very glad. Also found a crowbar. Okay, open up. Nice. Okay, Granny hasn't come up, so that is a good news. And right here you need a tape, which we have it now. A tape which you can get this. There's also another part for your machine later. We found another wheel. We still need one more wheel, which I would assume it will be in this area. Also, have I ever mentioned that this game also has multiple soundtracks each time when you go to different zones? Each time when you go to different places, it will have different soundtracks. A very nice touch, I do gotta say. I really like that one. The one that we're playing right now. The one where you're actually in the vent. Or like the upstairs when you try to solve the puzzle of Slendrina's paintings and assemble it into a book. Alright, after we've done this, we can try to go to even further to this area, which I hope that she isn't staying here. I do have a lot of questions. What if we gone back to the older version and notice that, okay, this is the white key that we need. The door that requires a white key. What if the older version were actually like this? Do you think it's like this before? Because I haven't played the older version where I have gotten this far though. So I'm kind of curious if I wanted to go back to the version I played before. But yeah, these are all the items that we need, so let's assemble it on this little time machine. Yes, building a time machine, everyone. I'm Doc Brown. Yeah, I need 1.21 gigawatts. It needs to accelerate about 1.21 gigawatts. I don't need the fan yet. Okay, the green one goes for down here. No, it was at the middle. Okay, but the blue one will go to the below, and the red one would be on the top. After that, you'll need the hex wrench. Now, I'm not sure if the hex wrench works exactly like the wrench, but as far as I know, they say hex wrench, so I think it's different. Still, it's so it just so amazes me that I can finally manage to get this far off Granny 5. One of the hardest Granny fanmates that I have ever played. And now we're finally here on hard mode. I've practiced it a lot. And now we have gone to this section. Almost to the end, everyone.
This is it. Now you can find out the whole truth. Start your journey now.
But before we start our journey, the journey to the center of our nightmares, we're gonna eliminate some entities. Yes, I said some entities. Now you'll get the point. So, if you want to get to this finale 3, you'll need to eliminate both Granny and Grandpa. So not just Grandpa, but both Granny and Grandpa. So we have to lure them both to be at the same place before they start to respawning. But fortunately, in hard mode, we can have 60 seconds for them to be disappear. So that's great. Now we need Granny's appearance. We need her. Where is she? Granny. Granny, I need you. Granny. I need to eliminate Granny before Grandpa actually, so let's try to find her, shall we? Oh, there she is, there she is. Ready to get shot for the second time? Good. Now time for Grandpa. Yes, Grandpa's now gone for 60 seconds. Which now I think we have finally unlocked our finale 3. Which is a huge plot twist. I mean, not really, because we finally freed from that nightmare. Alright, so here we go. Entering to the chair. At this little sequence, it might take too far, so I might gonna cut it off for a moment so that it would be faster. Right here, we got transferred to out of the nightmares, maybe? You'll hear the dialogues. Okay, we're starting this little sequence.
Where is my mind now?
Don't worry. We're just starting the process of dehypnosis.
Dehypnosis.
Clear your mind. However, as expected, we've already found the cause of your illness. Gather your will into a fist. Soon, it will all be over.
Yes, it might be all over. Guaranteed. Alright, now we're back at this place, and almost about 50 minutes, we are starting to realize that it was just all an experiment, you know? So let's just get out from there, out of this nightmare, and hopefully we are not hallucinating. This seems very familiar. I don't know why, but this seems very familiar. Seems like I've been here before. I've also been here. Is this another dream that turns to real life? Oh, I hate this place. I hate this place. And now, whoa, the door just gone missing. What is this? What did you do to me, Alicia? Alicia, I'm gonna throw yourself out of the window, just like Jack Nicholson as the Joker. You have that same feeling? I think I shall go to the left. Looky what we have here. A little sturdy teddy bear. I'm gonna put some fire trap in your belly. And right there we have our own silhouette. But once we interact with the teddy...
Oh my God. You were good at challenges.
Alicia?
Well, let me give you another one.
This is why I expect her using us for an experiment. So now 3 of them try to chase me and track me down.
This was not surprising. I assumed you couldn't handle this challenge. Well, looks like it's...
I actually can't. That's why I had to do some little way to beat impossible mode.
This is not the end of the tape.
Oh really?
The best thing to do would be to end everything right now.
Just wake up and get out from your bed.
What the hell was that?
You yourself signed the papers. We are not responsible for this.
Really?
So, that's it. We did the necessary reserve.
So is this what really psych ward means? I never actually had the
That's
experience,
okay.
so I don't really know how.
Thank you for taking part
Only
in
those
this
who
experiment.
has the experience.
Your phone number remains with us. If we have new cassettes.
Wow, that room is so white.
26 sounds cool.
And I forgot to mention,
Maybe enough Granny's cassettes.
Have a nice day.
I agree on
Goodbye.
Alexander,
Goodbye.
but I forgot to mention about the epilepsy warning. Oh no. I'm sorry that I forgot to mention it. So, hope you can apologize me. But yeah, I was so overwhelmed with all these things that I've just gone through. All the stuff that I haven't even gone through for this video. And now we have finally done it. And while the credits rolling, I'm not going to tell you some of the stuffs. So what happened is that maybe Alexander tries to cure his illness by doing this little experiment of him trying to erase his nightmares, and it ended up him being in that nightmare. So yeah, that's why he's acting a little confused. It makes sense, you know. Alright, now we're gonna be seeing what happened next. You guys can see at the screen on that ending at that time, we have gone up from that building, which is kind of like a psych ward building, a hospital maybe. But that's not the end, because once we go here, they asked us, is this really the end? Well, I think not. Something will happen next. Let's see if this is a really good ending here. Who do we have? Since we have attacked both.
Damn.
Okay.
Hey, I'm Michael Jackson.
Oh, it's MJ.
Didn't know you were a taxi driver.
MJ. Oh, MJ. Never knew MJ would be in this game. And that's the 3rd finale, for all you who are wondering. Well, what a twist. Even though it wasn't really a twist, because Granny and Grandpa will not going to bother us anymore, because we have attacked them both at the end. And you could say that's a really, really appropriate good ending for Alexander. No more lucid dreams that came to reality, you know. But yeah, that is all for today's video. We have finally finished Granny 5 Time to Wake Up for the first time on video, on hard mode, and a lot of stuffs. I'm gonna go back and continue this series again, but for a little bit of a twist, because at the second turn, we're gonna be playing on impossible mode, and I'm gonna show you how to beat the game very easily without you even have to get your butt to be chased by Granny. And also I'm going to be turning on the custom chase music, which I'm not going to turn it on right now because it might be a spoiler to that video. And I might not going to do Slendrina's mother for this impossible mode because she's going to be a whole destruction of this whole process. If Slendrina bad enough, why would bother even put Slendrina's mother in it? So yeah. So that's for the next part that we're going to be doing on this week probably. So yeah, that's all for today's video. So anyway, thanks for watching this video. This is me playing Granny 5, Time to Wake Up. We have finally finished and unlocking all of the endings. I'm going to be showing you some archive recordings of my reactions towards the first ending, the second ending, and also the first bad ending and the second bad ending. The third ending you can check by the poll video that I've just put out in the earlier video that I've mentioned in this one. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I can say that this game is very nice, a very great remake. It needs to be more appreciation for more updates that were coming upwards. But yeah, actually, I'm gonna do the outro right between the archive videos. So here are the archive videos that you'll be checking out right now. Finally, you caught May. Truly what I needed to see and witness one of the game over scene. It's so bad because the you trapped button is on the screen. As you can see, I'm getting burned up. Granny threw me inside of a burning stove. And that's how the game ended. If you fail a couple of times, about 5 times. Wasn't a very happy ending. Alright, the day after the last day.
Well, it's time to part ways, Alexander. This story has dragged on, so it's time to wrap it up.
Alright.
Trying to control other people's lives. It doesn't matter though. Don't do it. It's time to realize that this is not a dream.
It lasts way for in life.
And Grandpa pushes us from the building. That's very crucial. Now you'll never wake up. Okay, we're gonna be witnessing the first good ending. Perhaps you could say it's a good ending since we have escaped, but not technically since we're still stuck in this nightmare. Later you will see. Alright, pick up on the taxi cab, talking to our driver, but there's a twist. Who's gonna be behind this mask of this taxi driver? He sounds very suspicious. And it was Grandpa on a very stupid hat because he likes to be a kid. And that's what happens when you got trolled by the good almighty Grandpa. Alright, now we're gonna be witnessing the second good, perhaps you could say good ending. I think not. Something will happen next. Well, another twist. Instead you got Grandpa, you'll get this character. Does that sound familiar? This can only happen when you shot Grandpa.
Time to experience reality.
So those are all the archive videos that you can check, and I'll see you in another horror games. Bye bye!